Gedatsu's Accidental Blue Sea Life. This story is about Gedatsu, one of Enel's priests from Skypiea. We last saw him falling through the clouds of Skypiea after being defeated by Chopper. Gedatsu falls from Skypiea. He crash lands on a strange looking island which is borrowed with many holes. Somehow Gedatsu survives the fall from Skypiea, to his own surprise. He realizes he is at the Blue Sea, and he meets a miner named Goro. Goro takes Gedatsu back to his place to rest and proceeds to tell the former priest about his dream to make this island into a hot spring island resort. So all the holes we've seen are ones Goro had dug up himself in search for a hot spring source. Gedatsu then tells Goro that he will become the chief of the Blue Sea. Not paying much attention to him, Goro continues with his work, and Gedatsu follows suit and starts helping Goro despite having some breathing difficulties. After a long day of digging, Goro and Gedatsu have a meal. However, Gedatsu has trouble putting food in his mouth, despite feeling very hungry, and we even see his stomach is growling. Several days have passed, and Gedatsu continues to help Goro in his search for a hot spring source. It's always important to keep yourself clean from the dirt during days of digging, so Goro and Gedatsu prepare baths for themselves. Time passes until one day, while digging, Gedatsu hits something very hard enough to cause his mining tool to bend. Something burrows out from that very location, and the pair meet the ground or earth boss. However, this earth boss seems to be trying to intimidate the miners. Gedatsu has none of that and delivers a jet punch to this earth boss. This single hit knocks out the boss with a flawless victory, and somehow Goro is unfazed by all of this, which is very strange. After remodeling the Earth's boss helmet to accommodate them, Goro and Gedatsu use the Earth boss to dig faster and deeper than they could ever do. Eventually, they successfully find a hot spring source. Now Goro's dream can finally become a reality. All this commotion attracts the neighboring forest's boss. Again, it seems like this boss is trying to intimidate them, but just as before, this wood or forest boss suffers a defeat by Gedatsu's jet punch. And it seems here that the earth boss almost pities him. You can see he seems a bit sad, or he has that expression of, oh, I know how that feels. After defeating the forest boss, Goro, Gedatsu, with the help of the earth boss, continue digging. We can only assume they are doing so to find more hot spring sources, if possible. However, when they resurface, they do so in Alabasta. We can see Kozar to the right, so this must be the Yuba Oasis. So the island that Gedatsu landed on is a small island near Alabasta. We find out that Goro is actually the younger brother of Toto, therefore Kozar's uncle. News makes its way to the palace that Goro is trying to create an island resort. So the crown sends inspectors to check on the progress, namely Karu, Kozar, and Toto. When the group return to the hot spring island, they are surprised to discover that the forest boss has created a huge, well-designed resort. They open a formal tunnel to make it easier for the people of Alabasta to travel to the now named Ukari Hot Spring Island. To make the journey through this tunnel easier, Hasami, the same perverted giant crab we saw during the Alabasta arc, taxis people between Alabasta and Ukari. After hearing all the great things of Ukari Hot Spring Island, Princess Vivi and her entourage pay a visit to the resort. Here we have the men's bath with most of the male characters we met during the Alabasta arc. And the women's bath? Gedatsu has finally become a boss of the Blue Sea, or more like the boss of this particular resort. Much to his surprise, as this was probably not what he had in mind when he declared that he wanted to become the chief of the Blue Sea. On this last page we see the whole of Ukari and the layout of the resort.